God dang. Came around this corner on the four-wheeler. Right over there. I didn't realize how nasty this had gotten. The tractor just drives right through it like nothing. Crap. Look at that. This is ridiculous. We just keep getting more rain. Look at this. Oh, these tractor ruts in here. The four-wheeler's stuck. This one's only two-wheel drive. Ugh. What a mess. That sucks. It's alright. I'll pull it out with the tractor here in a minute. Won't be any problem at all. Drive right through all that. So getting set up to work them cows. Right away we got the calves separated off, and immediately some of them have pink eye. I had to come all the way back up here to the house, get medicine, and go all the way back. So this is why I need my little metal building. It's not that big a deal, but still it's just a pain. Something else I got to do before I can actually even start work. You know, I got to come back all the way up here, get medicine, head back. So anyway, get that building built one of these days. I'll have to do that anyway. Boron guns weren't working. I had to go back to the camper and get my little garden sprayer. Once again, it'd be nice to have all this stuff in the building right here at the ends where I need them. So, got all the calves worked. Now it's time to do the calves. All they need is the spray to fix the lice. We'll be putting it back out in the pasture. So this is number 43 here. She was the first one last year and this year to show signs of lice. But you can see how much of her furs she's rubbed off. I know, honey. See, like down there especially, and even back here, spot there, and over here, so, and up here. So that's just lice that causes that. 48 here looks better. But she's even got a spot kind of down there that she's starting to rub the hair off. So to treat that, I'm using Prolate. It's the same stuff that I use to spray flies. I've got it just in this little sprayer here, and you just spray it down their back, just like that. And she's treated, so we'll get her out of here and get her back home. We offered her a ride. She decided to run instead. Look how fast she is. It's like a greyhound. Well, it's raining, so that sucks. Got all the calves separated, as you can see. Cows are all clumped up there in the pens, and the calves are all in here. Now, a few of them over there, they haven't figured out the program yet, so I just put feed over there for them. Not a whole lot, just 30 pounds or so. They'll be getting at least 50 pounds a day, at least here for a while. And but give it to them in smaller batches. That way they come, they see me put it out there, and this will help them figure out, you know, what's going on. So I got 4 of them that haven't figured out the feed yet, but they will. And we'll come back out here in a little bit and give them some more. In the meanwhile, I'm going to put hay out for the cows, give them some feed while I'm at it. So, like I said, I'm always learning. Some I'm going to do today that I haven't been doing, but I don't know why, is I'm going to grab a hay bale in the back of the tractor right now and bring it back over to where I park it. And then when I get out here tomorrow, I won't have to go get one. It'll already be on the tractor. It just makes sense. It'll save me time tomorrow evening because the sun still goes down pretty fast. So I don't have a whole lot of time, you know, when I get out here. Let's see, I'll roll around here in a second. Maybe I'll just show you. The sun is gone. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get this hay bale on the tractor, and then all I have to do is feed calves in the morning, or in the tomorrow afternoon rather, and I'll already have the hay bale hooked up. So it just makes sense, right? Butts and bunks. That's what we like to see. Most of them are figuring it out at this point. So this is, keep in mind, only like day 3 of pulling them off their moms. Number 2 there, that's been a long time. Same with 37, that kind of brown one. White face over there, ain't quite figured it out yet. He will. And I got a little black one out here. You barely make them out there. Ain't figured it out yet either. He will, though. I'll work with him a little bit more closely this weekend. Feed him maybe 3, maybe even 4 times a day while I'm out here with him. So they'll figure it out. Alright, initially I was just going to hook up a chain or a rope or something to that 4-wheeler. But I think, woo, see how deep that hole is? I think I can just push it out with a bucket. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't break anything. If I do, I bet I can fix it. Okay, first gear. A little slower here. It's not that I'm worried about the tractor. I just don't want to break the 4-wheeler, and I've only got one hand. So I always laugh at YouTubers as they complain about having to do things with one hand. But it is a lot harder. Trying to drive a tractor, see it steering the wrong way. And control a camera. That ought to work. Should be able to get out of that. See, and I need both hands, right? Because the forward reverse is right here. The gear shift is over here, right? And the bucket control is on this side. So as I'm controlling the bucket, you know, I can use the other hand to hold the camera. But then when I need to go backwards, I need the other hand, so I have to keep constantly switch. And at some point, I'm going to have to steer. So I've got to constantly switch hands with the camera. And then I'm trying to pay attention to not, you know, destroying my 4-wheeler. And also shift gears here. Also shift gears on the tractor, steer the tractor, keep the bucket where I want it so that I don't crunch anything on the 4-wheeler. It's a lot harder to do things while you film it with one hand. It's surprisingly, it's like a huge difficulty factor. Like, see, normally I'd already had this set in this position. And see, I was looking at the hood while I was changing. Anyway. I almost let go of the clutch before I put it in neutral, because normally I would have already done that. So, anyway, come on, dog. Come on, let's get out. Yeah, I can't hold the door open. Anyway. Oh. More difficult to do things one-handed. It's like an extra challenge. Anyway, here's the rest of this bag of feed. Bucket. I'm gonna feed the cows again. Calves, that is. Quick tip for you: if you got like a tractor or something like this, or even a car, truck, whatever, if you got to park it somewhere where there's a lot of mice, like, you know, hay barn, open the hood on it, and that'll actually keep the mice out of there because they're exposed. If you keep that hood down, they got that tight space in there that they can get in there, and that's where they like to make nests. And then they'll chew on your wires, and you'll have rats' nests all up in your tractor, truck, whatever you got. So if you've got a hood that you can open, just open it. That'll keep the mice from getting in there because they feel more exposed to predators, even though underneath the hay barn, you know, they're really not. But that works pretty well. So if you see the tractor sitting like this with the hood up, it's not broke down. I'm just keeping the mice out of it. The old Ford here doesn't really have a whole lot of wires to worry about, and so it's a little bit different. But you know, same thing would apply. You could open that hood up, and it does open, but not very well, and only from one side. But not a whole lot of wires to worry about on this old girl here. These newer horses, though, they got a lot of wires and electronics and crap in there, and it just won't work right if the mice get to it. So pop your hoods, save your tractors. So I just went and got a ton of feed, and of course it started raining on me. So some of this bag has got kind of wet. They wrapped them up best we could, but that was kind of damaged. No big deal though. They're triple bagged, but it's just paper. So we'll just feed that one today, and the other ones I'll set up here to dry. Anyway, we're doing a little bit different kind of feed for the calves. Show you these other ones. I call this calf developer. It's just got a little bit more in it than normal feed. There you go. So anyway, we'll see how they do on this. So I got a ton of that, or a half ton of that, and then a half ton of the just regular cubes, like for giving my cows. So kind of cool. The tractor will not pick up an entire ton with the forks. I think I saw in there somewhere it has a 1,500 pound limit on it, max capacity I should say. So I'm going to unstack. I already pulled one row off the top there. There's 5 bags in each row, 50-pound bags, so 2 rows of 10 of them. That's 500 pounds. That'll get me to 1,500, and then I can pull them out of the truck with the tractor, I think. So that'd be kind of cool. We'll give that a try with my forks right there. Man, that's handy. Love that. So it gets it down out of the truck. That way it's just easier to get to down here on the ground. So the orange ones, we'll throw all those in there. That's my 20% cubes. I can fit that whole half ton in this box, and then the rest of it, the calf developer will just stack up here somewhere. This is what that looks like, calf developer. Stuff I've been giving them is just these DDG pellets and the cracked corn, and it's 4 ways, so technically there's 4 different ingredients in it, but it's just the DDG, dried distillers grains, and cracked corn. As you can see, this has some other stuff in it. It's got a different pellet in it. I'm not sure what this kind of fluffy stuff is, but anyway, should be good for them. So I'll get the rest of this off the pallet and into my box there, and yeah, we'll go feed the calves, see if they like it. So over here at my neighbor's place, yesterday we started working on changing that U-joint out. I'll have a short little clip, different video talking about that and some of the troubles that we ran into. Anyway, we kind of left everything strung out last night, and we got it though. It's all fixed. Then whenever I went to leave though, the Kawasaki wouldn't start. Not the Kawasaki, the Suzuki. Theirs is the Kawasaki. So I don't know, I came over here a little bit ago and it started. Yeah, so I don't know what the deal was. I ran it down though, and I got some fuel treatment we're going to put in here. I don't know if you can hear. It's kind of knocking a little bit. So we'll run some fuel treatment in it and see if that helps. And other than that, I guess we'll just keep riding it. In the meanwhile, I'm going to get all my stuff gathered up and start getting all this picked up for them. And yeah, we'll go take care of cows. So I noticed the other day that my forks are all cracked. So all 4 of these vertical supports are jacked up. No big deal though. I got a welder, so brought this up here to the house, get set up and just stack a bunch of welds on there. I'll probably go ahead and layer a few welds and just build up all these fillets a little bit, and see if I can fix that before it actually breaks. So I'll get the welder fired up. Come on. Oh crap. Welder won't start. It's got fuel, it's got spark, it's got air. I don't know what's going on. So I guess that'll have to wait. Fixed it. Started fluid. That did it. Still pretty hard to start. I don't know why it was so hard to get it going, but anyway, problem is my tractor's gone now. So like I said, the Suzuki was broke down last night. It wouldn't start, so my neighbor gave me a ride home, and then they're dealing with kind of a family emergency right now, so they're not even in town. So I got nobody else to help me get my I drove my truck over there, and then I took the Suzuki back, and then I was in the tractor up here. So now the Suzuki's down there, my truck's back at their house, or no, my truck's here, the tractor's back at their house. Anyway, I gotta go get the Suzuki, then I'll go get the tractor, and then we'll just let that run in the meantime. And then I should be able to scoop the four-wheeler up on the tractor and just carry both of them back, and then I'll have all my vehicles back and I can stop jockeying them around like this. So yeah, give me a minute, I gotta go over there. Oh, on the way we'll talk about that one. All right, so while my neighbor's mule was broke down, and it's fixed now, but I was letting her drive the Honda so she'd go out and feed and stuff, and she happened to stop by one evening. I was just about to go out and feed myself, and she was just finishing up. She stopped by just to talk about this. Basically said she was having a lot of fun riding the four-wheeler around instead of a mule. It's a lot faster, and anyway, just stopped by and chatted for a minute. I told her, so well, you know, I'll run out and do chores real quick, and it was after work, so the sun was starting to go down. I said, well, let me just ride out there with you, and I'll give you a hand so you can get it done before the sun goes down. Sweet. And then on our way back, she was like, she challenged me to a race, and I told her this Honda's not as fast as my Suzuki. But anyway, so we took off just as fast as we could, and it got to right here. She was riding this one and died. So I don't know what happened to it. Well, you know, specifically why it quit working. There's a that thing that's called a CDI module. So that's what tells the coil when to fire. The coil itself is right there. It goes to the spark plug. So troubleshooting it, the problem is it's not getting any spark. I suspect it's that CDI module. Could also be that coil. And that's really all it could be, unless there's like rat-chewed wires in there or something. And I did find a rat-chewed wire and I fixed it. But anyway, I've got the CDI ordered. It's like 13 bucks. So it'll be here soon. But anyway, Honda's broke down again. So that all makes sense. Like, see, if I drove the truck over here to get the tractor from my neighbor's house, then my truck would be over here, and then I'd have to walk back and get the truck, right? So I thought the option is walking out to get the four-wheeler was closer than walking over there to get the tractor, or walking back to get the truck. So I'll just walk over there, get the four-wheeler, and then I can carry this around with me until I park the tractor, and then I'll be on my four-wheeler. So if you don't have a ride or somebody that can give you a ride, sometimes just carry one with me. I've done this on the backhoe before, yeah, seems to be working pretty good. Alrighty, not too bad. A couple little spots of porosity, but no big deal. That's kind of fun. I haven't had a good welding project in a while. There's a couple places back here I fixed as well. Down here, a crack looked like it was starting to form, and up here, that one didn't matter, but like it was split, and just since I was welding, might as well. So anyway, I don't know if I was even making YouTube videos yet when I got this hay spear for the back of the tractor, but that side was completely broke off and turned almost 90 degrees. So honestly, I mean, kind of surprised it stayed together. So I cut it back apart and, you know, welded it all back together, and it's held good. Used it a lot. So I think I bought that for like $12. You know, each one of them tines cost 75 bucks to go buy it new, but nobody wanted it because it was all broke. You see it's still kind of jacked up. I didn't bother fixing that. I don't know what they did to this thing, but somebody hit it hard with something. I can't imagine how that happened, but anyway though, I put her back together, and it's a little crooked, but it works. For 12 bucks, $12.50, something like that. Pretty good deal. Well, got tractor back, brought the four-wheeler with me, so everything's back home. My neighbors got home just now, so everything's good with them, so that's good. They got their mule fixed, they're out using it, riding it around, so that's awesome. One problem I've got right now, that's all my hay that I have left. I got this kind of pile over here. We'll figure out how to get that to the calves, but that's 3 days worth with the cows. I need one of those every day, about 1,350 pounds, and that's about what those average, about 1,350. And the calves here, about eating that one. There's a little hay tower left there. You can see they waste the vast majority of it, so I need something better way to feed hay to them. But we'll work on that in the future. I've got a couple plans. Obviously, hay rings, a lot of people do that. Got an idea for something I can build out of my oil pipe, though. We'll see if it works. I don't know. Look at all these old guys. Look at that sunset. Beautiful evening. And I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys this week. So, thanks for watching, everybody. See you guys on the next one.